Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the Trading 212 app. I'm going to explain the different types of accounts that you can open for Trading 212. I'm going to be talking about how to buy and invest and how to create pies, and more importantly, if you've clicked on this video and you don't have a clue what Trading 212 is, or you're thinking about opening an account with them, I have a link to a free share. I will link it in the video bio and in the comment section. We both get a free share if you sign up using my link. Once you get your free share, you can sell that share immediately, but you cannot withdraw until the first 30 days. But you will be able to get your money out, and I'll be able to show you how to do that. So stay tuned for that. Before I carry on, I just need to stress that this video is not financial advice. I'm not qualified to give financial advice, and you must do your own research on investments. The examples shown in the video are for demonstration purposes only. Stocks and shares can go up as well as down, and past history is not a guarantee of growth in the future. So the account shown at the top, called 212 Invest, is a general trading account. This particular account will gain capital gains tax, so I would suggest opening this one after you've filled your stocks and shares ISA. The second account in the list there is the 212 Stocks ISA. So this is your stocks and shares ISA, where you can invest up to £20,000 in each tax year. You can buy individual stocks or you can buy ETFs. We'll go into that a bit further later in the video. So third on the list is the 212 CFD account, which is something for difference, trading for difference, I think it stands for. I won't be going into it in the video. I feel it's more for sophisticated investors, and if you understand it, then you probably wouldn't be watching this video in the first place. And last but not least is the 212 Cash ISA. I don't personally have one open because I'm currently investing everything into the stocks and shares ISA. You can have both open at the same time, but you can only invest a maximum of £20,000 between both of them. There are rumours that the government may be changing how much you can invest into a cash ISA, so I would suggest taking note of the stocks and shares ISA just so you're familiar with it in case the rules do change in the future. So if you've opened your account and you've got your free share, I will show you next how you can add more money and carry on investing. So you'll see in the bottom right hand corner there are 3 lines. If you click on that, you'll then be presented with the next screen. Click on Manage Funds. To make a deposit, click on the box that says Deposit in the top left corner. On this screen you'll see you can do different methods of payment. So instant bank transfer, that's where you link your bank account to your app. You can do a bank transfer, so it takes a little longer, 2 business days as it's stated below, or finally card payment. So back to the manage screen section, as you can see you can also set up recurring payments, you can change your payment methods, you can see your withdrawal requests, and at the bottom there where it says manage funds, you can swap funds between accounts. Here's an example on the screen. So you may have noticed back on the Manage Funds screen that there is an option to withdraw. So if you've got your free share or you have already bought some shares and you want to withdraw the money, you will need to sell them first, and I'll show you that next. But this is where you will come when you've sold your shares and you want to withdraw. You click on the button, and if you haven't done so already, you will set up your bank account that you want to receive the money into. So when you've made your deposit or you have got your free share and you want to sell or buy more, you need to click on the Pie button shown now at the bottom of the screen. It will then take you to your holding screen. So as you can see, the value of your overall stocks and shares ISA. So the stocks and shares ISA is actually a flexible ISA, so you can withdraw funds and replace them in the same tax year. So in fact, I've actually taken funds from the previous tax year and it lets me replace them without going into my ISA allowance. So I still have £700 that I can put in, plus an additional £20,000. So if you scroll down here further, you can see your cash balance and the value of your investment. So if you scroll down further, you'll then see what you're actually invested in. So my holdings include pies and individual stocks. And then finally at the very bottom, Trading 212 show you a little sort of graph of how you're invested. So if you're wanting to buy more stock, click on the magnifying glass at the bottom of the screen. You can now either search for a particular stock that you want to invest in, or Trading 212 actually categorise the stocks for you. So the example could be things like big tech, EU defence, most traded, most owned. But for the purpose of the video, I've just searched for Tesco. And as you can see, Tesco actually comes up on different stock exchanges. So if you're in the UK, you would probably select the London Stock Exchange, because if you selected the others, then they would get like a forex trading fee. So you can see the current share price, the value, how it's done over the last up to 3 years, I think it shows you back to. It gives you a bit of information. You can see the dividend yield. So a dividend is something that's paid out by the company. It's paid out each year. Well, I say that yearly. It can be monthly. It could be every quarter. It could be every half year. It's calculated by dividing the annual dividend payment by the current stock price. When a dividend is due, Trading 212 usually put the dates that they're due underneath where it says a dividend yield. And at the very bottom, it shows you what pies the particular stock that I've searched for is in, but we'll go into that later. So if you wanted to buy the stock, you would click on the big blue button that says buy. You would then enter the amount that you want to buy and click review order, and if the stock market is open at that time, it will pretty much buy it straight away if there are shares available. So for something like Tesco's, that wouldn't really be an issue. You can set limits. It says there on the screen, set the limit. So if you didn't want to pay more than, I don't know, £5 for a share, you could set that as a limit, for example. Next, you've got the stop limit, and that is where you set a price that you don't want the share price to go below, and it will sell it for you if it goes below that value. So next I'll show you how to sell. So if you click back on your pie button and scroll down and select the particular share that you want to sell. So I'm just clicking on Tesco's, and I'm just trying, so I bought the share, I'm just trying to change on to show you that the share price has massively increased since I purchased it. So the dotted line is the price I purchased it at, and then the straight line is the price that it is now. So I've made a return. So I think it says there 67 pence I've made profit, just in a few seconds really, where the share price has gone up. If you hit sell, and then you can choose how much you want to sell, and then you hit the review order button and it will sell it for you. So next I'll show you how to invest in pies. So again, click on the pie button, scroll down and select new pie. You can make your own pie. You can choose a model, which is Trading 212's own pies, or you can click on social, and this is pies made by other Trading 212 users. So you can click on new, which is new pies, or top. So the top one there, so almost daily dividends, that is invested in by 181,000 people are invested in that, or have looked at it. Sorry, there's a few more that I'm just scrolling down just to show you, and I'll just scroll back up. So a lot of these people have got YouTube accounts. I follow a few of these YouTube accounts, so I'm just going to show you the almost daily dividends. So the pie has to equal 100%. It's got a bit of a bio about it. You can select the pie. So like I said, it has to equal 100%. It shows you that it's got a minimum investment of £50, and these are all the holdings that pie has, that this person has selected. See, it's got an awful lot of shares. So the more shares you have, the higher the minimum investment is. And the 13.96% is what it's expected to make. So I'm just showing you again the Trading 212 pies. If you don't want to set up your own, you can use one of theirs, or you can go back to the custom and you can build your own pie that way. Back on the Manage Funds screen, if you select History, I thought this might be useful for you. You can see everything that you've ordered, any interest that's been paid on your cash, and any dividends that have been paid to you. And it shows you what date they were paid on. That's a little bit of a sneak peek for you for what my portfolio has made so far. And at the very bottom of that Manage Funds screen, there is a big green button that says Practice Mode. So if you're not confident, you can have a play around there before you start investing your money. I hope that was useful. And if you have any more questions, please ask in the comment section below. And I'll see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.